birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, y'all? It's Yolanda. I'm in the house. We ain't doing trivia tonight. Y'all see all my gray hairs? Your girl gotta wash that gray right out of her hair. We gotta wash that gray right out of her hair. Yeah. I'm coming on here tonight and I'm just about to go walking and chit chat. And have y'all ever had one of those days? I've had one of those days, and one of those days is I'm looking at all this gray in my hair. But yeah, I'm not gonna be on here long, so I'm gonna chit chat with you. We're gonna go for a walk, okay, y'all. We're gonna flip the cameras, and I'll flip it as you guys come in. It might be a little windy out here. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a nice little view. How y'all doing? What's popping? What's going on? I don't even know if nobody gonna come in here tonight. And what is going on with my hair here? I tried to do something. I gotta get all that situated. But welcome. I'm gonna flip the camera as y'all come in. I'm just gonna chit chat for about 30 minutes or so. Bam. Flip. Did it flip? It didn't flip. Okay, there it is. It might be a little bit windy. So I'll see who all comes in. And everybody come in and say, hey. We got Tony Yo Man. We got Hart. Hello, Hart. We are not doing trivia tonight. I'm just going to chit chat for a few minutes to say hello for you guys. About 30 minutes, 15, 20, 30 minutes just to say hey. How y'all doing? So how are you doing tonight? Tony Yo Man says I'm in the house. Hart, how are you doing? Hello from Portland, Oregon. How's it going? I'm taking a little walk. Just trying to relieve a little bit of stress. Had a little lot going on today. It's been a busy day, y'all. It's been a busy day. And I'm not into the mood for trivia, but I decided to pop on just to tell everybody, say, hey, what's going on? Say hello. So I'm going to take a little walk here on this yard and just speak to everybody. So we got two people in the house. It says, I'm good. How are you? You don't even want to know what type of day I'm having. It's windy out here. I do apologize. But it's what it is. It's been one of those days, and I'm telling you, I'm at the point where I'm beyond frustrated. So I'm just walking. It's not that windy. And I want to see if you guys want to come along with me. That's about it. So Hart is said, is there a Portland, Texas instead of Portland, Oregon? No, there's not a Portland, Texas. Not that I know of. You can Google it. So we're going to do some little bit opposite tonight. I'm going to ask you guys some questions. And if you want, you can Google it, or I say don't Google it, just try to tell me. Just tell me different things or whatnot. Does anybody know the first day of spring? Yeah, it's bad. It's one of those days, Tony, man, I'm telling you. I might get into it, I might not. I'm just really frustrated right about now. I really am. When is the first day of spring? Does anybody know? Could somebody put that in the chat? When is the first day of spring? When is the first day of spring? This I don't know. Can anybody put that in the chat? When is the first day of spring? Can anybody, everybody, somebody scream? We got two people in the house. I appreciate that. It says April, I think. Okay, but if you think it's April, what day is spring? Come on, y'all. Somebody put it in the chat. When is the first day of spring? I'm going to let y'all answer y'all own questions today. We're going to flip this strip around a little bit while I'm out doing my little walk. Tony O'Man said tomorrow. Okay, so I guess it's going to be tomorrow. Tony O'Man said spring is tomorrow. Okay, when is Christmas? Hart said the 19th. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to go with whatever y'all put in there and see if anybody. So anybody that's in the chat, if anybody is wrong, correct them. So Hart said the 25th. Tony Yo Man is laughing. Okay. When is Christmas? What day is Christmas on? When is Christmas? I'm just being petty now. When is Christmas? Okay, Hart got it right, said the 25th. the 25th. When is Easter? What year does Easter fall in 2026? What year is Easter in 2026? December 25th. Tony, your man got it right. That's what's up. Can anybody tell me what year Easter falls? 2026. What day does Easter fall on 2026? These are very easy. Very, very easy. I appreciate the two of you guys that's in here right now. We got Hart and we got Tony, your man. It says, I don't know, February. February? Really? So, Hart, you think Easter is in February? Are you serious or are you just joking? Well, I'll give you a hint. Easter is not in February because Easter has not came as of yet. Easter has not passed. February has passed, Hart. So we know Easter is not in February. Okay, because I'm about to say, I know you joking. Because I'm finna say, I don't know how I missed Easter in February, but I was gonna say, boy, I sure missed that thing. It's not in May. Easter is not in May. Not at all. Not at all. I just seen a light come on, you guys. I'm just talking. I'm just doing nothing. It says how I know be. Well, I'm still trying to wait for somebody to put in there when is Easter. Well, like I said, you guys, if you come in and says, Tony O'Man said, I forgot. Come on, y'all, help me out. When is Easter? Somebody put when is Easter? I got a few people in the chat. What is today? Oh, today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. I'm just out walking, scrolling. Decide to turn my camera on. And it's not going to be on very long. April, you're pretty close. You got it? April the what, Hart? When is Easter? April the what? You're getting close. You're getting close. Getting really, really close. I figured it wasn't going to be that many people in the live tonight on the simple fact, I don't know, I just had this gut feeling. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna come in the live tonight. That's why I didn't go through all the trivia stuff. That's exactly why. Hey, Tim, good evening. Tony, your man said the 6th. Hart said the 5th. No, Hart said the 6th. Tony, your man said the 5th. Tim, they're trying to figure out when is Easter. They can't figure out when is Easter. So can somebody help them? I'm not doing trivia or anything. I'm just walking and chit-chatting because I've had one of those days. I've had a really rough day and I'm out walking because it's like that. I'm frustrated. I'm trying to, as I walk, it says, I think now. Easter is now, is what you're saying?
You are trespassing. Please leave the area.
Ain't nobody over there trespassing. Oh, Lord have mercy. I think now. Think now. Can somebody help him out? Does anybody know when Easter is 2026? Hart said, I think now. Sunday, April the 5th. Tim said Sunday, April the 5th. Does anybody challenge that or does anybody believe it? We're doing trivia different tonight. Tim said Easter is Sunday, April the 5th. Is he correct? Hart said the 20th. Is Hart correct or Tim is correct? Creamy Caramel said the fifth. So, hey, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for popping in and hitting that like button. I really appreciate that. I'm not really doing nothing. I've been on here like a few minutes. I'm out doing a walk. I just had not a good so day. I shut down and it's just frustrated. I just had a scene with another driver and it is just really frustrating me. You know, I will say this. These drivers are getting younger and younger. And what is wrong with these young people? These young people nowadays, they have no respect for anybody that's less known their age, but nobody that's even older than them. You got these young folks, they would just clean cuss you out and don't even care, ready to fight you and everything, and it's just frustrating. These young people got a problem. Whew, and I'm just feeling it. So we're going to go with the 5th. It's Sunday the 5th. Absolutely correct. And whoever said the 5th first, is I had the 14-hour work today. So many patients. Yes. Sunday we go to church. Yes. Well, I had a day. I'm telling y'all. I had a day with a person that I know was younger than my kids. My youngest daughter is 37 years old. And this person that I had a scene with, I know they was in their late 20s, early 30s. And it's just mind-blowing. These kids, they have no respect no more. And it's just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Huh, boy, I tell you. Working all these hours and then you're getting tired. And I tell you, these companies, man, it's just a lot. I just had a day. I think everybody have a day. Am I the only one to have these type of days? Heart is right. It is Sunday. It says, girl, you got to stay on them young kids. Way I don't trust. Honey, these young kids is something else. These young kids are ready to fight you. They will curse you out. It's at the point where you can't even say nothing on you. I was in, what was that? I forget where I was at. But it was two young girls, and it was another video like that too. Two young girls was trying to jump on this older lady. It was crazy. I'm not even going to go into full detail. I started recording myself. I didn't want to intervene because you intervene and you say something. Man, it's crazy with these young kids now. Tim said these young kids want to be boss. They want to be beyond boss. I'm going to tell you, Tim, they standing toe to toe with you. They ready to fight you. They're in fight mode. They'll cuss you out, call you all kind of bees and heifers and everything else in the world, and don't give a rat's behind and dare you to say something. I'm thinking, where your mama, where your daddy, who raised you? Because I remember when I came up as a kid, it was yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. It wasn't what they talking about. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I had a day today with a youngster, and y'all just don't know everything in my willpower. Everything in my willpower. Because I said, Lord, today is not the day. I'm not trying to go here with this youngster. And you know, nowadays, you can't be fighting these youngsters. And then you ain't trying to get yourself in trouble messing with them. But what is wrong with these young folks? Why are they acting like this? Just why? I just don't get it. But anyhow, I turned on my camera, y'all. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really doing trivia. I'm just walking about, talking. What's they say when you have a lot going on to relieve your stress? What do they say? You're supposed to get out and walk. Sometimes they say you're supposed to talk about it and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. It says, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, ma'am, yes. Hart says, I saw a girl. She went to YouTube video. Someone recommended, so I watched it, and the girl hit the woman. It says, think the girl is grown, and she like 13 and the woman like 45. Do you see what I'm saying? Do y'all remember, it was a talk show, and I forget the name of the talk show. And these kids, the parents was afraid of their kids. Man, it would be a cold day, and I don't know what. Y'all, I'm going to keep it real before I become scared of my kids, even my grown kids, less known a 13-year-old. I'm keeping it real. The lady was scared to go to sleep because she feared what her kids might do to her. And I'm thinking to myself, child, I wish one of my kids would. Her daughter was like 13 and she was, I don't know which talk show. She was like, oh, I need help because I'm afraid to go to sleep because I'm afraid of my 13-year-old girl, my 13-year-old daughter, child, whatever is going to harm me. Y'all don't even know. I'm not going to go there. Because I'm going to tell you this, what I know. I wouldn't be scared of my 13-year-old, and that's all enough said. Let me tell you, your girl don't play like that. Now, for you to be scared of a 13-year-old, something has definitely got to be wrong with you. Definitely got to be wrong with you. To be scared of a 13-year-old? Let me read some of the comments. Tonyo Man says, damn shame. Yeah, Tammy says, I deal with family every day and the kids are telling them what to do. Right. You're absolutely right, Tim. That is the problem. You're absolutely right. It's a little windy. I do apologize, y'all. But I'll be out of this wind in a second. And when you got kids telling the parents what to do, see, I wish I would have tried to tell my mom and dad what to do. My mom used to give me a look. And my dad used to wink his eye, like you know what time it is. Even my aunts and my uncles and stuff. Don't let my grandmama get involved, baby. She'll tell you go. My grandma used to say, go out there on that tree and go and get yourself a switch and bring it back to me. When you was a young child, I'm just keeping it real. She did not play. So you know, if your grandmama telling you to go get a switch. Remember I told you about that T680 right there. But yeah, that's when we was talking about trucks. I don't know what this driver doing. I guess he's practicing driving. Backing up. Yeah, look like that's what he's doing. You going by? You go ahead. Oh, maybe he's trying to pull in here, I guess. So, I guess he gonna park right here then, but he gonna be hanging off a little bit. Oh, he turning around. Yeah, so Tim said, it's my house, my rules. If you understand my roof, it says I'm paying the bills. It says get us to me. It says I ain't going anywhere. I know that's right, Tim. I know that's right. But you got some of you, I'm telling you, Tim, you got some of these kids, I have no idea what he's doing. Oh, he's just floating around, doing what he do. You got some of these kids, it's a little windy, I apologize. Oh, I guess he's practicing or doing something. Probably practicing backing, or I don't know what he's doing. He's been circling around for a while. I'm gonna let him do what he do. So basically what I'm saying is, you got some of these kids now, like Tim say, you know, you got sons that are standing up to their fathers, talking purity crap, and I really don't understand. We got some more people coming in the house. Oh, Laquita, hello. She said everyone. Tim says hello, everyone in the chat. Tim, Tony is speaking to Laquita. Hello. It's not many people in the house tonight, Laquita, and I figured it wasn't. I'm just jumping on here, venting a little bit. A few people that came in. I appreciate those that came in. Hit the like button. If you stay, you stay. If you don't, you don't. We're just talking about kids nowadays, Quita. How they're so disrespectful. How you can't even go. I told them the other day there was two youngsters about to jump on someone that was older than them. I see them fighting, going back and forth, and it is just terrible. Cause I wouldn't do it. I'm not doing trivia tonight. I'm not even in the mood. And like I said, I just turned on my camera. I figured while I was walking to see if anybody come on here and talk. So if you guys want to talk about any experience, something that you'd have seen. And I did ask a couple of questions. I asked, did anybody know when Easter was for this year? They figured that out, and that was April the 5th. And I think I asked a couple more questions. And I don't think nobody was able to answer them, and that was it. And I'm just out walking for a few minutes, and then after that, I got some things to do, and I'm going to call it tonight, and I'll catch up on trivia another time. And I might drop a little short video if you guys check it out. I'll drop it later or in the morning. a 5-10 minute video. I did a review on some M&Ms, and I want you guys to check it out, baby. Check it out if y'all have the chance. So, but yeah. So, Marina, hello, Yolanda in chat. It says, if you discipline them the way they threaten you with the law enforcement, I see it every day. Yes, because these kids can call 911 on you. And see, when I was coming up, if there was a 911, my mother would be like, you know what, I'll call 911 for you. You know, that's what it is. You know, you can't do anything no more. It's terrible. I'll stop. I'm just out walking, Marina. I'm not doing trivia tonight. Y'all ain't even got whoever stays while I chit chat and talk. That's cool. I'm only gonna be on here. It'll be a total of 30 minutes. So I've been on here 20, so another 9 minutes or so. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm just chit chatting, rumbling. I had a rough day today. I had a scene with somebody that was younger than me, and the way they was disrespectful. I just wanted to lose my rackets, but I said it's just not even worth it, you know. So I'm just here chit chatting. I think I asked a couple of questions, and we just chatting, talking about the young kids, how disrespectful they are, and how they have no respect. Tony O'Mara says, my daughter called the police on me. Are you serious? What, Tony? Good gracious. You know, I've heard that though, that people's kids are calling the law enforcement on them. Marina said, okay. Hart said, Yolanda, it says, I see the little kids calling 911 on old people for no reason, say they follow the rules. Wow. I don't know why they made that a law. I guess that's in every state. Why they calling? Why are you able to call the police on your mama or daddy? When I was coming up, man, I wish I would have called the police on my mom and daddy. We wouldn't be here talking today. It says, Rockefeller, hello. It says, you can't let kids run over you. It says, call who you want because you will get put out. I know that's right. But you know what, sweetheart? Let me tell you, they are doing it. I told him I was watching the show where the lady said at 13 she was afraid to go to sleep because her 13-year-old daughter, Quita said, it says, I am the law enforcement. I know that's right. I don't play. I don't either, Quita. But the sad part, what we saying, Quita, it is a law. Like if you have a daughter or a son, Quita, and your daughter get disrespectful for you, or your son, they can actually call 911 on you, Quita, and you can literally get in trouble for that. I'm serious. It's different than when me and you came up. So it says Frank, it says Tony Yoda man, it says where the lemon thunder at? Frank said, you working, hon? Well, I'm down for the night. I just had a stressful day. We're just talking about these bad kids. I'm not doing trivia. I'm just chit-chatting. I appreciate everybody that come in, just throwing me up a like. And we're just talking about kids today. Andres, hello, it says, Tony, my son recently did on me after I after I pimp smacked him for stealing bud and cigarettes. It says they came and took me and him. The fucker says, I'm ready. Oh my God. It says, Frank, I'm drinking now. Laquita. It says, I have 3 adult kids now. It says they know better. I have 2 adults and mine's know better too. So I have 2 daughters, and I wish either one of them would try me, baby. Hey, I double dare you. Because let me tell you, baby, I didn't play coming up, and I sure ain't finna play you as an adult. I don't give a doggone you grown and don't stay with me. Step at me if you want to. As the old saying is, I can show you better than I can tell you. For real. Because Yolanda don't play when it, and I don't like bad kids. Like none of my grandkids bad. I'm not saying my kids are nobody's perfect. I just don't play like that. I'm sorry, and I never did. Because my mama didn't play. But you got some of these kids now that, baby, I ain't going to even go there because I'm still trying to do right for YouTube. But, baby, I don't understand these kids nowadays because I would never talk to my mom or my dad or disrespect elderly in my family the way these kids do today. Let me tell you. 24 Swoots is Graham, hello. He said, beautiful. Hello, thank you. Tony Mo says, Andres, he said, damn. It says, I got 5 kids, 4 boys. Wow. I know you have a time. It says, Quita says, I know that's right, for real. Cream and Karma says, I'm glad my kids are grown. Yes, 39 and 36. It said, they no longer Wait a minute. It says they only grow up, and they said yes, hearts. It says my daughter called 911 on me. Oh, called 911 on me for not giving her food. So police, it says you don't call. You said, Mom, please. Wow, really? Tim said, I don't play games with these teenagers. I know that, right. I have a teenager threaten me at the gas pump. Never seen this kid in my life. It is mind blowing. It is mind blowing. Let me tell you, it is mind blowing. Yes. It says, call the law. She said, call the law so I can sign you over to them with the quickness. You said, bye. Tony, you have your drink lemon thunder. Yeah, so we're just here supporting, just chit-chatting. And I'm glad you guys were able to, I hear something over there. That must be the railroad. I'm glad you guys were able to come in with me for the night. Oh, that's him starting his truck, or is anybody in there? I didn't think nobody was in that truck. That just shows you never know when somebody's sitting off in their truck. That's a brand new one. That's the 2020. Oh, his lights came. Oh, he got an alarm on the back. No, that's him in the truck. I'm like, is anybody in the truck? Yeah. So that's a brand new 2026. Looks like a Cascadian, I think it is. Oh, let me get away from this start. This thing gonna start talking to me. Watch it start talking to me. It says, Tony, yo, man. It says, nice truck. Yeah, it's a brand new one, 2026, by looking at it. So, yeah. But like I said, y'all, just out walking, chit-chat, shooting the breeze, because I had one of those days, and I ran into a youngster that's another driver. And me and this young driver was going toe-to-toe. And I couldn't believe this driver. This driver was, y'all just don't know, the things was said in the back and forth. And I'm thinking to myself, this kid has got to be late 20s, early 30s. I got kids older than you, and you sitting up here talking nonsense. And he didn't care. He was talking all kind of ibbishes, just talking purely nonsense. That just upset me, but I had to control myself because I have to remember, this is just a kid. And why this kid talking crazy to me, I have no idea. Let me read some of the comments. Tony, your man, Laquita, I got it. Andre says, I told my grandma one time I was going to call BCW. She went to the phone and called them and said, you got to take not me because I'll be here still drunk. You understand? Oh, my gosh. Hard said, it says, this woman trying to press charges on me because I stole the last Dr. Pepper. Then she was smoking when I pressed charge. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Quita's laughing at Tony. Tim says, I have worked 4 days, then going to Knoxville to work there for a week. Okay, Tim. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself. Andres says, when people start talking crazy, I just smile at them knowing they have no clue. I know where you're going with that. You said they just have no clue. And that's the thing. Because, see, you running up on people like the person that was talking to me crazy. I'm thinking, you know, I'm getting older, trying to hang in there to retire. And I was thinking the same thing. I said, this person has no clue. Because you never know when you run up on somebody just, what if I was straight out of a mental ward? I'm just saying, think about it for a minute. It could have been the same for him. But for him to go where he went just was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. Yeah, I feel you on that. They have no clue. No clue whatsoever. So, yeah. But people, they don't care. So that's where I'm at today. That's why I just jumped on here for a few minutes. And just wanted to chit-chat, you guys. So, yeah. It says, Marina said, hello, Tony, yo. It says, hard. It says, my son asked me if I drink beer. I say no because I drink soda. He said, oh. Okay, got it. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know if you guys be experiencing stuff at work, or some of you guys that retire don't work, or whatever it might be, whether you deal with customers or just co-workers or family members. And sometimes I seen a video today, and they were saying in the video, sometimes You have to just let people go, whether it be a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be someone that you thought was your friend. Sometimes you just have to let people go and you have to move on, whatever it might be. And I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to share something with y'all. And I wasn't going to share this, but I'm going to share it. So Andres, it says, they think I'm domesticated. It says, not knowing I grew up in Brooklyn having to fight just to play. I know that's right. There are some rude people think that I had to check in some. It says, pray for them. Right. It says, I work 2 jobs in Dallas, Texas, but 1 in Michigan. Okay, yes. Amen. So I'm going to share this story with y'all. And if my people listening, oh well. So I'm gonna share a story with y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna put my family, one of my family members on blast. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yes, I am. I'm upset about a few things, but I'm gonna share this with y'all. So tell me, I'm gonna share this story. How would y'all feel? So say for instance, you grew up with your cousins. Y'all are like 2 peas in a pot. All y'all grown. The oldest one, I think he is 62, because so she's 60. So we all about within our ages are from all of us. It's a lot of us because it's a whole bunch of them. I won't say because I don't want y'all to know what, because if they are listening, it's a couple of them that have, a lot of siblings. Let's put it, they got a whole bunch of siblings, more than 9, put it like that. So each one of them would know, because I have a few in case they listening. But I'm gonna put y'all on blast, family. Yeah, I'm saying it. So someone in my family, passed away. May they rest in peace. But they don't know because we've had a couple of people that has passed away in my family, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all the story. Cameron says, I'm retiring very soon. Want to travel and spend more time with grandkids. Yes, I'm working on that too, Tim. So let me share the story. So a family member passed just not too long ago. And this family member, so I'm just going to tell it like it is. So because I wasn't there, I wasn't going all the way to California. I just wasn't going. Oops. Well, it don't matter. Y'all know. But they still don't know who it is. It could be another family member. Because I had another family member that passed away too. So, but I'm talking about the one that recently. So me and other family members, we sent flowers just to show our respect out of condolence. Okay, I'm not gonna make it, so I sent flowers. Of course, those flowers can be costly. What they got, a minimum 65, 75, whatever. Some people pay more. So anytime I called a relative, even though I got the confirmation from the flower shop, they was delivered, blah, 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 whatever the deal is, right? Because I told them I'm not going. As simple as that. I'm not going. I don't like funerals. Okay, fine. So I called this family member to check to say, hey, how you doing? Blase, blase, blase. Instead of this family member saying, I'm doing good. We hanging in there. I appreciate the flowers. This family member, let me stop and tell you the story. This family member got the audacity to say, yeah, I seen the flowers you sent, such and such and sent, all of them flowers. What we supposed to do with all of those flowers? Y'all just wasted y'all money sending all those flowers. I threw half of them away. All them flowers can't fit up in the house. You should see the house full of flowers. What we supposed to do? Y'all could have took that money and sent it to us as the family. I said, what? I said, wait a minute, Miss Witch on the broom. And I did say witch on the broom. I said, hold your horses. First of all, how you gonna tell somebody how to spend their money? You wasted your money. You could have kept your money. I said, so you threw half of the flowers away? Why you just didn't take it to the burial? Or why you didn't put some at your house and your siblings' house? We don't want those flowers. Y'all wasted y'all money. I checked on such and such. She paid almost $200 for flour. Such and such paid $100. I didn't add up the tab. All that money that y'all spent on flowers, y'all could have gave that to us. I said, Lord, have mercy. I said, wait a minute, hold up. I said, are you saying that instead of everybody, so that's my hard-earned money, and you telling me what I could have, should have, would have done? That's my money, girlfriend. If I wanted to send flowers, I could be able to send flowers. What's the problem? You wasted your money. They just going in the trash. Lord have mercy, sweet Jesus, help me right now. Let me tell y'all something. How would y'all handle that? If somebody in y'all family passed away, you and other family members that doesn't live in the state, and y'all decided not to go for whatever reasons. I don't like funerals. I'm gonna keep it real. I want to remember her the last way I seen her, and I had that right. So if I want to send flowers, I don't care if I spend $5 or $500. Guess what? A beer. It is my money, girl, and you're not gonna tell me how to spend it. You can throw it away if you want to. I ain't gotta give you a dime. Who said I had to give you money? And I told her like this: if y'all didn't want nobody to send flowers, what y'all should have done is requested that said, hey, no flowers. Can you just donate to the family? Man, help me out. How do you handle that situation? When the person passed away, what is the proper way to do it when you don't want flowers? And why would you throw the flowers away? You know how much money, you know how much that costs? A minimum at that flower shop was $75 plus delivery. And we talking about a regular bouquet. That was, man, you throwing flowers in the trash because you got a problem because didn't nobody give y'all the money? Something wrong with y'all. Man, I've had a day. I could have kept my money. You throwing my money in the trash. I said, y'all could have gave the money. I said, listen, gave the money. Y'all could have gave the flowers to people, just random people. You could have took them to an old folks home. You could have done anything but threw them in the trash. Just also, there's still a whole bunch of them at mama's house. We ain't got no room for all of those flowers. We got other things going. We're going to throw all those flowers in. Why would you call somebody and telling people that y'all throwing flowers away? Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. How would y'all have handled that? This is crazy how people be just doing some stuff. I'm just sorry. Let me read some of these comments. Okay, that was nice that you sent flowers, sis. It says, and you did what you felt was right. It says, the ones who threw them away, that was not cool. It says, that's very disrespectful. Just pray. Yeah, I have to. But it wasn't my flower. They threw a whole bunch of them, and a lot of us was back and forth on the phone, and we're trying to figure out why y'all throwing the flowers away because y'all don't want them. Y'all mad because didn't nobody give y'all the money. Man, ain't nobody got time for that, okay? So I will pray, but I'm still upset. Andre says, I still have flowers from multiple funerals. It just says something. It says that we have always done. Yes, to remember. Yes, you got that right. And I do agree. It says, I vac-sealed them. Yes, you can do that. It's Tim says, I work part-time at a funeral director. It says, you wouldn't believe the way families act at services. And they just getting started. Already talking about taking folks to court and this person in charge fighting over the show. Man, see, that stuff stresses me out. And I'm just having one of those days. The flower cost, yes, indeed. Yes, it is. The flowers are not cheap. Flowers are they are very, trust me. I just went in, I didn't mind paying because that was my way of spending my respects. But what I'm saying is, if you didn't want flowers at the funeral, you could have told us and so many other people, and we could have just donated the money. You know, yeah, we could like Cash App, PayPal, whatever, MoneyGram, however you want, we could get the money to you. If y'all figure y'all need the money, just let us know, we got y'all. But don't be throwing flowers away. Better yet, y'all could have gave me my flowers back. Hold up, I'm coming to get them. Shoot, for what I spent for those bad boys, y'all got me messed up. It says, I'm Edward Scissorhand. It says, I cut off from the wrong facial expression. I know that's right. But I'm just saying, why are we throwing flowers away? So tell me, what is the correct way to handle that? Do you think the family members, if they already knew that they didn't want all of these flowers because they said buying all those flowers was a waste of time? And I understand, like they saying, giving her flowers, she was here. I did send flowers. I did a lot of stuff when she was still alive. There was Mother's Day, her birthday, so on and so on. But here's my thing. What do you do when you have a family member that's passed away? What is the correct way of doing it and you don't want flowers? Can somebody answer that in the comments? Okay, so Tim worked at the funeral. What do you suggest a family do when they don't want flowers? What is the appropriate thing or the correct thing to do? Because what people spending their money on flowers, and then you got the family members throwing them in the trash because they're saying, what are they gonna do with those flowers? It says, Andres, it says, try having your family collecting money. It says, when there's a life insurance cover, it says, everything that's went through, it says, through my grandma's funeral. Yes, I know. Marina says, most people say the lure of the flowers, please donate. There you go. There you go. Marina hit it. They should have put that, I don't know, do you put it on the obituary? Because I got the obituary and it wasn't nothing on there. It wasn't on there at all. So I'm just still so confused. Like, because if you would have told me something, I'd have just saved my money. Because you just flushed my hard-earned money down the toilet because you got a problem. Yeah, I asked, I said, did you throw the flower? She told me something. I seen them one, whatever the deal is. They still sitting in mama house. I said we threw some of them away, not all, because it was too many of them. I said, Lord, child, you need help. It says, Laquita, it says, post up the funeral home. It says, have the flowers. We will pay donations for the family. Yes. Tim says, they should have told you if they wanted money instead of flowers. I know. No, she was saying that basically they added up. I guess her and her sister, I don't know, added up the price, what they thought, what everybody paid. Because she said one of my relatives sent this big old K. And she go say, I seen that price in the funeral home. I mean, not at the funeral home, at the flower place, or the, where you order the flowers from. She said, that's a 225. This is what she's saying. This is another relative that sent that big old, those bouquets and all that or whatnot. She told me something. That was a purity waste of money. They gonna go bad. Why would you play? And we going back and forth all morning. It just gave me a headache over flowers in the car. I said, you mean to tell me that you and your sister got together and go and looking at the flowers and what, pulling them up, Googling them, seeing what the price? Like, y'all, are you serious? Yeah, they serious. Lord have mercy, over some flowers. And then now they fighting over a wheel. I said, Lord, I'm so glad. See, that's why I didn't go down there. And it's a whole bunch of them. I'm going to put it out there. It's 12 of them. It's 12 of them. Their mama and their daddy, they lost their dad first. And it broke my heart. And they lost one sibling. So it was 11 of them left. A sibling was in a relationship, man. When you're in a domestic violence, man, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so it's, but it's a whole bunch of them. So they came from different places and this, that, tell me something. We ain't none of them about now. I don't know what y'all doing. And that is exactly why I didn't go down there, because I ain't got time for that drama and to be fighting back and forth. And I'm still mad about them flowers. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't, man, let me stop. But that's here or there. It's what it is. It's what it is, y'all. So it's sad that people do stuff like that, though. Marina says, is they tell people or they put on the obituary. That's what I would thought. It says one in paper. Yes. Mother Capricorn, hello. Welcome to the live. It says they could have donated the flowers. See, Mother Capricorn, that's what I was saying. They could have given them flowers to a like a senior home, a function. It's so much stuff. But everybody got ignorant folks in their family. It says, Andre says, F you word about wish I spent, stop it. It says, Marina, it says, but to be honest, they are really trifling. You know what, family or not, I agree with you. That's the same thing I was thinking. Because, and then just to tell me, she didn't even have to tell me. See, that's what got me upset. Why are you even telling me this? Andre says, it says that's what's my turn into the Bernie Mac. We see. It says, Quita, it says, you can love family from a distance and keep it going. I know that's right. It says, Tim, it says, I've seen families fight at the services before. I haven't seen that, Tim, but I have heard about that. I have seen videos of families fighting at services. Yeah, it's crazy. And I've seen family members that haven't been around till it's time to read the will. And then when they read the will, especially if mom or dad or whoever passed away left a nice chunk of change. I have seen that. There was a friend, I ain't finna get off into it, but she hadn't been around, whatever, for years. I think her dad, she hadn't seen or spoke to her dad in 7 years, maybe longer. And when her dad passed away, he left a hefty little insurance, and she went down there strictly for that to get her portion, and he left her in there, and that was it. But they got into a fight because it was a mess. But yeah, that was years ago though. Andre says, gotta go to Amtrak. It says, you all have a good one. Okay, Andre, you have a good one. You going to Amtrak, okay? Thank you for stopping by. I'm getting ready to end this. I just said 30 minutes. I'm still on here. I'm getting ready to end it anyhow myself. Yeah, great conversation. It says, Rufus says, they should have had a family meeting. They could said what is needed. Yes, I agree with you. But see, that's the problem. Some families cannot get together and they cannot talk and discuss things. Some families just don't care. It doesn't matter. It's just what it is. And so, yeah, I'm just feeling some type of way. But I mean, what can we do? All I can say is, if you guys have a family and something happened, before you guys go out and spend money on flowers, make sure that's what they want, so you won't be wasting your money. That's what I would suggest. Or if there's a lack of communication, somehow get a better communication so everybody know what's going on. And that's what was the problem, a lack of communication. I'm like Mother Capricorn say, you don't have to throw, you could donate them. And I told her that, I said, you could have given those flowers, I said a senior home. You know what I'm saying? Or I told her, I said, with all of their siblings, they could have took the flowers all to their houses and stuff and just kept them. And they said that they didn't want them on the simple fact because they came from a funeral. But I mean, like, I don't know. It's what it is. So yeah, it's what it is, y'all. It is what it is. So, but you guys, we're gonna get ready and end this. I appreciate Tony, yo man, says that's one reason I don't fool with family. I stay to myself. Yeah, sometimes that's just how it's got to be from time to time, you know. And I'm a little bit down today because I'm dealing with that with the family and that situation. Because me and a few other family members, we talked about it and we felt as though we wasted, you know, money with taking it. We took the time to call and order flowers, you know, put our card and have it delivered to make sure it be there in time for the funeral, and then to find out later that y'all throwing flowers away. Why y'all doing this? Because y'all saying instead of sending flowers that we could have sent y'all the money, we wasted our money. And then she said, well, y'all could have gave them flowers when she was alive. Like, I'm just like Marina said, just trifling. But that, and I'm kind of down about that, you know, because then I miss her too, you know, my relative, I really do miss her. Oh man, and then this is another kicker, you know, no, I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's too much sharing. That's too much information, man. But I'm just still blown away by a lot of stuff. So I just say, y'all, I'm a little down. I'm gonna try to get to the trivia. If I don't, just understand. You know, right now we finna be dealing with stuff with family. It's just a mess, right? It's kind of sad, and it can get you depressed too. You know, I don't like to fight with family or to go back and forth. But right now, I'm just really feeling some type of way. I guess you could say I'm a Debbie Downer right now. I'm definitely down for sure. And I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I think because you could have threw the flowers away, but you didn't have to tell me. Or you didn't have to tell none of the family members that you threw them away. Y'all could have just kept that to yourself. That's all I'm saying. So it's what it is though. So yeah. So it's all good though. Ain't nothing I can do about it. So Quita says, Tony, it says, I can relate. My kids, grandkids is all I deal with. There you go. Says Yolanda, back hello from old Texas. Used to live in Portland. Okay, Hart, Tony, your man, Laquita. I do feel you on that. Yes. It says, my mama and granny and uncle passed away, and says they were my rock. I know that's right, Quita. It says, yes, that's sad. Marina, it says, you did good, sis. It says, I mean, I feel you on that. Yes. Tim says, family. It says, families leave a lot for us to throw away. It says, we take them and we let the floors make vase and flowers and people in the hospital. Yes, in senior homes. Yes. That's a good idea, Tim. So you guys, it's about 40 something minutes that I've been on here. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. A lot of people didn't really come in, and that's understandable. I just wanted to vent as I got out and talked. I was just going to be on here for 30 minutes, and it ran a few more minutes, but that's all good. Sorry that I had to vent. Y'all had to hear me. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I am still sad about the situation with my family and stuff and those flowers. It might be petty, but it's not petty to me. Because I'm still on the fact, why are you throwing flowers away? People spend their money on them flowers. You just throwing them away like it's a piece of bubble gum. Oh, I'm still upset. But I have got to calm down and let it be. And then I had a scene with another driver that was younger. Me and this driver was going toe to toe. And that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to even get into that. But I guess we all have days, and I'm having one of those days. So at the end of the night, it's what it is. So, you know, Isaiah, it says, yo, someone stole Yolanda camera. No, they did not. It says sometimes you have to get it out. So yes. And that's why I just come to talk about it. So I'll hit trivia sometimes, you guys. And then I'm going to tell y'all another thing real quick before I get off. YouTube, man, I'm still trying to hang in there with this YouTube, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all guys. This YouTube, me working, I work long hours. I'm dealing with stuff with the family. I'm gonna try to still hang in there and do what I can do, but I'm gonna tell you guys, it is very challenging trying to put out content. I work up to 11, 12, 14 hours a day driving a truck. For you guys that don't know, I do drive. Stuff like that. And then I have a life outside of trucking. I'm trying to do the best I can, but I'm gonna tell y'all, it is very challenging trying to multitask with so many different things. I appreciate everybody that come in and support, but just be patient with me, and I'm gonna keep up the best way that I can. That's all I can say, you know. So y'all have a good one, and y'all hang in there. It said rougher sister. She said I don't deal with family mess. It says they know not to fool with me. It says they told you that I heard you. Yes, see, that's what I'm saying. So that's what you got to do. It says have a good night. Send the hugs. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, everybody. So you guys, I'm just gonna say, hey, 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 I done lost my thing. My whole spirit is just down right. What do I normally say? Wait a minute. I gotta think, y'all. My mind is just somewhere else. Well, like I said, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey, hey, hey. It's Yolanda. And I'm out. Tim said, good night, Yolanda. It says, gotta get up at 3:30. I know that's right, Tim. Next time, Tony. Quita, next time, everybody, Marina, everybody that stopped in and showed your girl some love. Isaiah, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And thank you guys for continuing to watch my videos. I will continue to support. We continue to support each other. Y'all be careful when y'all send flowers to people. Okay, just remember that. Have a good one, and you guys have a good night. It's Yolanda, and I'm out. Have a good one. It's my birthday. It's